Welcome back to the Sol, a History campaign for the Freespace Port and Inferno here on Paladin Gaming. We're going into the 9th mission of the Sol 2340 arc of the campaign. In the 5 years following the signing of the peace treaty between the GTA and the Independents, Earth stagnated. Already a well-used planet, it lacked the resources of the other bodies of the Sol system, and when it was cut off from the other planets and left to its own devices, all after 14 years of first war against the Vasudans, then implacable Shivans, and finally its own kind, Terrans, it was all the GTA could do to keep people alive on the dying planet. But with terrible conditions brought on by the government losing a war with the rebels, it's a wonder the populace didn't turn on their masters like the other planets did on the Alliance. That said, in a way, they did, albeit in a non-violent manner. For come election time for the elected members of the Alliance, not one of the candidates from the previous administration made it through, and thus not one of the appointed members of GTA's High Command remained unreplaced in the new government. Instead, the population of Earth voted into office people with certain views that were not heard since the formation of the GTA itself. Before the 9 planets of Sol had unified themselves under the banner of the GTA, there were a number of people who opposed any sort of alliance and wanted the planets to remain independent, citing the old fears of communism and loss of sovereignty. When they lost the battle, they disappeared into obscurity. Become election time for a disgruntled Earth populace with bitter experiences about the other planets, they came back in force. So in 2336, the GTA government was replaced by extremely militaristic Earth nationalists, preaching death to all but Earth citizens. With this government came new changes and new ideas. A subtle shift in culture to extreme patriotism, starting at the lowest levels of the education system, for example. Also, an increase in the distrust of non-Earth citizens, regardless of their actual allegiances, a willingness to use lethal military force for more incidents. Most of our current societal habits date from this period, including the state of war, preventing any new elections from taking place. Because of course they do. Obviously, the biggest change came in 2340 when the GTA initiated Operation Medusa's Gaze, an operation designed to weaken the Martian fleet, with first a series of feints luring them into position, then smashing their fleet with their destroyer. Their destroyer being the GTD Tereus, built using new technology and ideas from the Science Enclave on Earth and the remains of the GTD Terra, the Orion-class destroyer of the Great War. Operation Medusa's Gaze and the first deployment of the Tereus was a success, and the GTA quickly followed up with a strike against Mars. Conquering Mars allowed them access to resources both from Mars and the asteroid belt, and this was the turning point of the GTA's fortunes in this war. With this newfound wealth, work began quickly on producing new ships using the technology tested out in the Tereus. It was with this new fleet that the GTA conquered Mercury and Venus as well. The inner colonies secured, the GTA turned itself to fortifying its position. Leaving Jupiter and the outer colonies well alone, it began securing the asteroid belt against Jovian attack and ensuring its dominance in the inner planets. All last traces of the rebel governments were wiped out. Harsh punishments for going against the Alliance, even just as a rival political body running against the current pro-Earth administration, were meted out. Anyone who was not wholly patriotic and devoted to Earth was hounded out of society. The Alliance eventually managed to make Terran society its willing slave. In a matter of weeks, the GTA had turned Earth around from a weak, isolated ex-superpower to the dominant planet in the inner colonies. The government had changed from a caring, accepting conglomeration of deferring peoples to a harsh, nationalistic, semi-totalitarian, pro-Earth dictatorship rivaling the Jovian coalition. 5 years of stagnation had been transformed into what would become 30 years of Cold War. Excerpt from T.P. Anderson's The Sol System, 2335 to 2372. Yeah. The Earth Alliance are definitely not the good guys. So let's get to our mission, whenever it may be. If there's anything like credits from the first, like patterns for the first one, it's just going to be like an epilogue. Dawn of a New Age.
Now that Mars has been subjugated, the process of making it part of the Alliance must begin. Freighters, transports, confiscated private vessels, and military ships will be going to and from Mars. Alpha and Beta will join the Justice in overseeing the movement of these ships and ensuring that nothing untoward happens.
Alright, primary objectives: oversee occupation of Mars. And again, we don't get to pick our ships. Let's go.
Hey, I didn't think I'd ever see the end of this war, you know.
Well, it didn't exactly last very long, did it?
What? No, not just this. I was talking about everything. From the
Greetings,
Great
Martian.
War up to now, we've fought Vesulans, Shivans, and now rebellious series. I'm just surprised I'm still around.
Yeah, so am I. Hang on a moment. I'm getting a transmission from Earth.
Yeah, me too. Sounds like some kind of political thing. Just gotta get this tuned right.
People of Earth, it has been a trying 20 years.
It has been a trying 20 years, hasn't it? First, a 14-year war with the Vesudans, then near destruction at the hands of the Shivans, then the other planets turning their backs on Earth, their parents, their leaders, us, and declaring the galactic Terran Alliance dead. People of Earth, I am here to tell you that they are right. The GTA is dead. This may sound odd coming straight from the mouth of the GTA itself, but it's true. The final vengeance of the Lucifer is truly bitter. If it could not destroy us, then it would imprison us in our own system. And that imprisonment has cut us off from the rest of the GTA and caused us to fight amongst ourselves until we were nothing. However, just because the GTA is outmoded, a relic that no longer fits in with the modern state of politics, it does not mean we are dead. Earth is very much alive.
Oh, and they go to the
and
Dawn
so
of War
I and the rest of the
soundtrack.
government propose that we become a new organization with new outlooks and new principles that are more in tune with the modern world. The Earth Alliance, the Galactic Terran Alliance, was the coming together of all Terrans to work for the good of mankind. And yet, what has the rebellion of the false powers, the Jovian coalition, and Republic of Mars shown us? That some Terrans are not worthy of goodness. Some Terrans do not deserve to be a part of the Terran race, do not deserve to have a choice in where mankind goes or what mankind does, and therefore some Terrans do deserve such things. Terrans like you or me, ones that remain loyal to the ideals of the GTA until the very end. Only Earth remained loyal, while every other traitor planet turned away and mocked those ideals. The problem we face is that we are too kind. We are too willing to allow others into our midst, when those others might destroy us, attack us. We are too moral for our own good.
Is he going to tell us to
So
kill the
we
refugees?
propose the good yet impractical GTA be disbanded and replaced by a new kind of government with a new kind of thinking. This new government must be not tolerant, but intolerant. It must not bring peace, but war. It must not get along. It must crush and subdue all evil, all opposition to it. This new government, ruling from the home of Terrans and the only true loyal planet Earth, must be not a power amongst powers, but the sole power. The sole power of the inner colonies, the sole power of the solar system, the sole power of the galaxies. This new government is the Earth Alliance, composed of us whom you voted into office to cure the 5-year stalemate, who brought you Mars, Venus, and Mercury, and who will bring you Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto. But more importantly, composed of you, the people of Earth, who have only the best interests of mankind at heart, and who will lead mankind into a new era of prosperity and enlightenment. We have already begun rebuilding our fleets, but with our new military technology, plans have already been drawn up to conquer the rest of the solar system. Earth is swiftly healing itself. The future of Earth is looking bright, thanks to our efforts.
Where'd the Martian cruiser
You
go?
voted the Earth Alliance into power, and we brought you the inner colonies, but that was just a teaser. Now, we pay you back for real. Thank you, thank you.
It's gone. Well,
Who? Jesus, that was unexpected.
Unexpected? It's just a name change.
Yeah, but it's like we're not the GTD anymore. We don't stand for the same things no more, you know.
Oh, come on. Command's been making those kinds of noises for ages now.
Yeah, they have, haven't they?
So whose side are you
Look,
on?
our ship's nearly up. Let's get back to base. Drink to this New Earth Alliance thing, huh? Sound good.
Couldn't have put it better myself.
Oh boy. I'm not drinking to that. You know, I refuse to play, I'm gonna finish this out because I started, but I refuse to play Neo-Terran Front campaigns. Because I don't like playing the bad guys. Well, we have rapidly turned into the bad guys here. But, here we go. Also, I couldn't help but notice that they went to the 40K music when we declared the Earth Alliance. That track is from the Dawn of War soundtrack. The end. So obviously we didn't fire a shot. I'm kind of halfway surprised we weren't ordered to like start killing the Martian refugees with the way that speech turned there towards the end. So our all-time total kills for our all-time total score for this for the 2340 arc of the campaign. Sol 2340 arc of the campaign is 91 kills with 15 assists. So a total of 191 because we got an even 100 in the 2335 chapter. So this was Dawn of a New Age, the epilogue of the Sol 2340 arc of the Saw a History campaign for the Freespace Port and Inferno here on Paladin Gaming. This is Paladin Gaming signing off.